I want to talk to you guys about the history of advertising in this planet. It's an impressive and very important history to understand because it also guides you towards a point of understanding how much it has evolved. And there was this guy in the 1900s, 1900 apparently, that created the first wave of radio, of wireless technology for like transmitting signals, radio signals. And that started blowing up, as you guys already know. And then in 1920, it became a huge mainstream phenomena. Now people would just listen to, all kinds of shows. They would listen to sports games. They would listen to news. So now we fast forward more and we go to the 1940s. I believe it was 1949 or so when it became a big phenomenon. And that was the television era. Television dominated for about 45 years, pretty much without any competition. Nobody else was even second place. Radio was far behind. Print was falling really far behind. And companies were actually taking advantage of the opportunity. So of course, more companies realize the opportunities, and this is how it happens, guys. So the laws of supply and demand work exactly the same way in the advertising world. Television got really crowded in the 1980s, and in the 1990s, most companies, over 90% of brands, cannot afford to do television ads. Imagine that. And then 1995, the internet world comes around, right? We got all these things becoming mainstream. We got desktops on the houses. We have like people actually using computers nonstop. Then later on, we got 1999, this whole email phenomena went big. People used to send an email, and I remember when this was going on because I was like a young kid and I saw this phenomena happen, and I thought it was pretty incredible that I can send a message all over the world with just a couple of clicks of the button. Getting email addresses was the gold standard now. Everybody was after emails for a while. As we went into the 21st century, we had the world of Google now, and they started dominating the world, and they were kings for about a decade. People started building brands on YouTube in 2008 and 2009, and it started blowing up. I believe it launched in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. So YouTube became mainstream, and a lot of companies started putting energy into putting their brands in there. Opportunity, it was easy to break through on them. Facebook advertising is the greatest, biggest media organization on this planet. Less than 5% of the brands out there have invested a penny. They haven't invested a penny on Facebook ads. So how does that make sense? You have the biggest social media platform in history, the biggest media platform in history. More than 95% of brands have not even touched it. Does that tell you there's a big opportunity or what?